Hi everyone, we have quite a bit of material to cover. In our module number 3, we're going to be diving into health equity, social determinants, cultural diversity, health literacy, health disparities, and how all of those factors impact population health. So we're starting out with our overall outcomes for the course and then diving into the specific objectives for this module. And like I said, we're going to divide and conquer. We're going to work together as our community of inquiry to really conquer these components and those fundamental aspects of population health and what impacts health. So the module itself, this is just a highlight of what's entailed in the module, and there's much more included. And all of these will be resources for you. Building that toolbox, knowing what's available to you will be very helpful as you move forward. So during week number 1, you're going to be doing your discussion board and do your initial post by Wednesday, and then comments to your classmates by the end of the first week on that Sunday, which is July the 5th. After that, you will be doing your experiential learning for the second half of the module, and you can most certainly get started on the experiential learning before that time, and just so that you have it completed by the due date. So let's go ahead and dive into some of the content in this module. So we're starting out with a helpful resource on health equity, and please take a look at this particular resource and pay attention, read the summary, which begins on page 1 and the first chapter in this publication. I think you'll find it to be very helpful. As we move on, we'll go into the model as far as the social determinants of health. Get into Healthy People 2020, soon to be 2030. They're working on that right now. And going into a resource, some reading that's available to you that, again, will be helpful as you complete the requirements in this module. And it's covering the social determinants of health. Oops, let's go back here. And I will fix the link, but here are some resources on innovative ways to improve health equity and patient outcomes. So you'll find that there are some resources, some links here that you'll find to be very helpful, and then there's a video for you to review. And getting into health disparities, there's some reading. There's a chapter from a book. Again, I'm trying to include really pertinent resources for you to really help guide you versus giving you entire textbooks to read. I'm pulling some resources out for you. Then we're going into urban versus disparities in rural communities. And again, this is a real important facet to examine. It really does matter where one lives as far as the experience of health. Again, there are some resources, some chapters for you to peruse that will help you in completing the discussion boards and to really dive into future work as well. And we're looking at cultural competency, and this is a resource from the American Hospital Association. So really examine those assessment questions, and these are things to really think about. And there's more information as far as the American Hospital Association and building those cultural competencies, as well as LGBT resources. Again, it's really important to know where these resources are and also to be able to access resources. And this gets into the Council on Diversity. Like I said, there are a multitude of resources that you will examine and will actually be part of our discussion board. And this is a resource for health literacy and the National Action Plan to Improve Health Literacy. Again, these are elemental as far as organizations, and how we really deliver information to folks is very important, and it cannot be medical ease. It really needs to be communicated in a way that's appropriate for those that we serve. And again, this dives into it. This is a quick video to review, and also this includes some components, the 10 attributes of literate healthcare organizations. And this is something to really do some reflection and think about your particular organization and how you can facilitate health literacy within your organization. More videos on health literacy, and that's really fundamental in how we communicate information. And then it goes into our final discussion, the discussion board, so to speak. Make sure that you access your discussion in the top ribbon. But this is in the discussion board. You are actually going to choose a topic, and you're going to do a 5 to 7 minute presentation to your classmates on that topic. And you're going to pull information from this module for the presentation, and you can also add additional resources, and I do encourage you to do so and go well beyond, because there's so much out there. And you may want to actually present on something that you're really well versed on in this module, or you may want to dive into something that you're really not familiar with to really build those skills as you're doing your presentation. So when you choose your topic, it's first come, first serve. So please take a look at the topics that are available and go right into that discussion board and choose the one that you want. Don't duplicate the topics. If someone else has chosen your first choice, then go to your second choice or your third choice. And like I said, it's first come, first serve. So those who are there first will get the top choices, are their first choices as far as the topics. So if you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. I look forward to this particular module, because you can be creative with your video presentation on your particular topic, and feel free to add valuable resources to build those toolboxes for your classmates. Take care now.